Go. Are we on? Am I on? Are any of us really on in this wild world? Hello, everyone. I got this odd Bob, sort of Karen Allen and the Sandlot thing going on here, but I'm going to live with it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the program. It is obviously Sunday. I'm obviously me. If you're not familiar with who I am RJ City, and every Sunday morning, I like to make coffee in my underwear. Let me shut this. This is like, it was a jar. Hello, everyone. Things are good. Things are well. I got shit on my face. Quite frankly, I need to shave. This is too much. This is the limit for me. This is no good. I don't like it. Let's take a look at the underwear, shall we? Let's take a little peek. They're this nautical. Oh, you can't see. Let me get the light. For those of you in spaces, I will describe it. They're gray, and they got these gold anchors on them. Anchors away. I love the sea. I love getting out on the ocean and Ahoy and all that business. It's so much fun. I will say, if you have not already, please indulge me and do the favor. It's not really a favor. You will enjoy this. Chris Jericho is on the latest episode of AEW. It's important culturally for me and perhaps no one else. The fringes of pop culture will find it very important because of the things we discussed. We broached quite a few topics. Some professional, some very personal. I didn't know how he was going to take them. And, well, you just got to watch it and find out. And what if I may be so reflective for a moment? This is a man I used to draw pictures of me with him in grade school. And we did a project in high school. It was like Photoshop. It was like the beginning of Photoshop. And it's like, put yourself on a famous magazine cover. And I did one of his covers. I believe the title was ironically Ayatollah of Rock and Roll. So to go from that to interviewing this person and have him be, and getting to talk about it, just what I wanted to talk about. It was weird. I guess it's weird. So these things are always weird in just hindsight. So go watch it and go tell him you enjoyed it. It's probably an important person. Maybe I could get on the cruise. Maybe I could man the buffet. Who knows? Watch it, like it, share it, tell other people about it. Please, dear God. Okay, Gamer is here. Well, hi to you. She has stated she's been a member for 30 months. I can't believe I've even had this going on for that long. That is incredible. Thank you for your steadfast loyalty. And you can join her channel if you want to see games and dogs. Nail said, happy cultiversary, Jessamine. Rod said, razzle dazzle, everyone. I won't tell you what that's in reference to. Sean said, hello. David said, good morning. Chrissy said, good morning. Mike said, good morning, culties. Enjoyed the latest AEW. The crew seemed to love Jericho. There was a lot of laughter behind the camera, which, quite frankly, I find unprofessional. Christine has been a member for 15 months. Notable, although half as long as Jessamine. Good morning, RJ and Chuck, she says. Nail said, happy cultiversary, Christine. Are you running today? Stop asking questions to Christine. This is about me. Marjorie said good morning. Mass Sanity said good morning. JD. Christine is not doing any more races until the spring because there's going to be ice and she's going to fall. Leo said good morning. What a great Jericho intro. I always feel like, at least as stupid as the interviews are, you also end up learning something, which is I stumble upon a little bit of knowledge and I go, well, I've done a public service. Joe said, good morning. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Been a horrible week. Had a bunch of seizures. Sucked. So you don't even have to say it sucked. I don't think anyone has a good seizure. You just say seizure and everyone assumes it was not fun. You don't go, wow, that was a blast. I can't wait to do that again. Joe says he still feels like crap. Totally understandable. So come here and let me seize you with good conversation. Alexander said hi. Oh, Clarence Alexander Pryor says hi. How's everything going with you, buddy? It's going well. Clarence, I believe, was at WrestleCade and took pictures with Matt Cardona and maybe Tommy Dreamer. He's a man about town. Nell said, bad mamma jamma jar. Mr. Max said, just leave the mustache. I don't think I'm going to do that. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Jericho gave me the choice. We did a kind of a catchphrase bartering system, and I have the option. I get to try it out for a whole week. Bad mamma jamma or razzle dazzle. Maybe I'll work them in today. Give them a little razzle dazzle. I got the old razzle dazzle. It's a weird catchphrase, It's something to say. I don't think it's necessarily a catchphrase. And my other thing is, if I pick one of them, I'm never allowed to say the other one. Not that I say bad mammy jamma around polite company, but Aaron said ahoy, very nautical. Jay said, good morning, everyone. I'm having such a bad pain day. And that AEW is much needed. For people who are in pain, that is the show. If you are suffering from some sort of chronic condition, please watch the show. It'll make you feel better. Leo said, you should have mentioned that Ocho sounds like the BBC cactus puppet outro to him. This is a comment only for Leo. It's the only person who's interested in that specific reference, but yet undeterred. Derek called us Canadian freaks. I agree. Bassett said, ahoy from Pakistan, my naked friend with the glorious hair. These comments keep getting grander, and I love them. JD binge watched all the AEW yesterday. So fun. We're nearing 40 episodes, which is crazy to think about. There's a lot, there really is a lot there. People are watching them. I think I finally, broke some people in AEW who's like, oh my God, I binge watched 5 episodes, which is crazy. And again, I will say, Soraya, just thought it was a shirt. Didn't know about the show, but liked it nonetheless. JD, I just read that. Jessamine Duke said, which is, of course, in reference to Sea of Thieves, the nautical video game that I enjoy, and we have not played in a very long time, and I need to ahoy again. Neil said, you and Chris are brilliant together. I was very nervous about it because I had not really spoken to the person at length. I'd, various hellos, but not a real sit down. That's the longest we've spoke together. Joel said, as the Midwest delegation representative of the cult, okay, sure. We approved Jesus in My Mind, the alternative to his lyrics. I just think it's a better choice. Matt Sandy said, while Highlight of the Night is a good name, doesn't it give off too much of an Alan Thicke vibe? Mama, don't leave the light on. I'm on the road tonight. Do we need to give him more publicity? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Highlight of the Night, if I... here I am in the morning, Sunday morning, and I'm doing 2 shows Sunday morning. So I don't think I'm a highlight, nor is it nighttime. Bassett said, Jericho was great in the interview. The reading his books in reverse order bit was hilarious. Thank you. Nail said, I think you should pitch to be Jericho's personal backstage interviewer. Don't pitch it to him. Pitch it to the people in charge, Nails. Learn the chain of command. Shaggy said, I was at his WWE debut. I still have the ticket stub, which I'm sure is very weathered now. SM said, please tell me you got an invite to the Jericho podcast. As of this airing, I have not. And also, if he doesn't, that's fair enough. Maybe that interaction that we just did was enough for him. Marjorie said, I wish I had the money for that cruise. Christy said, welcome to Citizens. Oh, Christy joined Citizens United. Christy, welcome. Welcome. Use the emojis at your beck. Nails will show you around. Squirrel Squad, who does all those wonderful, delightful illustrated thumbnails. Go follow and enjoy his art. Said, Summer Sanders. RJ with the Figure It Out reference. So we talked about Jericho's appearance on Figure It Out. I won't tell you what we said, but I did watch the actual episode. And it is so cool. And they did some weird, I guess because WCW Saturday Night was also in Orlando. It's like Universal or Disney, whatever. It was like down the street, basically. So I think Brian Knobs was also on an episode, and I think Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Of course, Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan also did an episode of Double Dare. John said hi. Nails is welcoming Christy. Missy said, will you be at IWC next weekend in Pittsburgh? You mean IWC International Wrestling Cartel is having a show this Saturday in Pittsburgh called the Pittsburgh Classic? And there's a mystery opponent listed? Could that be me? I don't know. Christine said, I would totally go on that cruise if you were the guy who asks, would you like whipped cream on your waffle, ma'am? To do that, Christine, I think I have to charge extra. Christopher said, good morning from California. John said, see ya, have a nice Monday. He's checked out already. Wrestling with Doom said, have you ever seen Jericho on the Eric Andre show? That was my favorite interview before today. We did talk about it briefly, and I think I gave him the same sort of unease, but he was a trooper. Mia said, good morning, beautiful people. Sorry I'm late. Just finished watching Hey W. That's okay. Sorry I couldn't catch this show. I was watching one of your other shows. That's okay. That's, the show that gives me somewhat of a career. So if you have to watch one show, that would probably be the one. It's okay. Shanika has been a member for 18 months. Good morning, all. 18 months already. Where does the time go? It's wasted. It goes really in the trash, quite frankly. Pam said, good morning. Just finished watching Hey W. I vote for Razzle Dazzle. Maybe I'll have to put it to a vote sometime soon. Hey, we're razzling, we're dazzling. Look at you. Those waffles are razzle dazzle. I'm not comfortable with it. Nell said, I really wanted, you just made the list. Well, you didn't get it, so you're going to have to deal with it. SM said, had the last week off and spent it with family. Regrettably, my mom passed on a cold night. My mom passed on right before I have to return to work. I may lose my voice. I'm so sorry to hear that, SM. It sucks. Let it all out. Emote, but also take care of yourself. Drink, hydrate, exercise, sleep if you can. It's tremendously important. It's hard enough as it is, so don't make it harder on yourself. And then you're here now. So also sorry about that. John said, Jericho must have missed that part. I don't know what we're talking about. Joe said, thank you, RJ and Nails. Much appreciated. The Sunday mornings make my week. Marjorie said, chronic pain all the time. I love your content. Thank you. Queen said, good morning, party people. If you haven't seen Queen's delightful YouTube video, matching up Muppets with their AEW counterparts, please do so. She put a lot of thought into it, and I think she did an excellent job. And if you want, are you doing the church today, or is everyone sick, or is it Thanksgiving and it's weird? Let me know. Clarence said, is turquoise your favorite color when it comes to underwear? Have to know. I'm a periwinkle man, Clarence, and I like a good mint. Nell said, I wonder which one episode Jericho watched. That's a great question. You would have to think maybe he watched Daddy Magic and Cool Hand Ange, perhaps. Or a Regal one. You have to see what kind of, there's some different moods we've established on the show. Or maybe he hate watched the Claudio one. Austin said, did you get a haircut, RJ? I did, but a couple weeks ago. But right now it looks shorter for some reason. Leo said, I bet Jamie Hayter knows who Oucho is. She's English and the right age to have watched it. Mention it to her when she was on Hey W. Somebody on Twitter just asked for me to have her on. And I tweeted her and I said, are you in? And I'm sure I'll get no answer. Snap Grapple Pop said, so good to see the Bad Mama Jamma in action. See, that's so much better than Razzle Dazzle. These waffles are a real Bad Mama Jamma because it's the weirdest way to not say motherfucker. That's really what it is. So there's a joy behind. There's already a subtext. What's the Razzle Dazzle? Yeah, we had a nice night, and at the end, I did the Razzle Dazzle. What does that mean? Joel said, I ordered a Hey EW shirt as a vanity gift. Do we get auto likes and retweets if we take pictures in the shirts? Yes, because it's a cheap plug for me. One moment, please. I thought I had the shirt with me. I don't. I have it in another room, and I feel like a fucking idiot. But if you want the shirt, and some of you must, at least in an ironic sense, shopaw.com, prowrestlingtees.com/RJ City. It'll take you to the same place. Buy the Hey W shirt. I make money, and then people go, this person's important, and then they let me interview other people. Mox. Did you audition? Rod said, did you audition for the Von Erich movie? No, I auditioned for the Van Johnson movie, and I'm still waiting to hear back. Ryan James said, hey, EW, so thanks for writing it correctly. Josh said, I heard you mention Blue Velvet at the end of the Hey EW interview. Do you think you and Jericho pounding a couple of PBR while singing Roy Orbison is in your future? He seemed to get it. He knew exactly what I was talking about. So ask him. I'm interested. I also love the song Blue Velvet. He wore blue velvet, bluer than velvet were her eyes. Leo said, who got slimed worse? Jericho on Figure It Out and you on Splat-A-Lot. I never got slimed. I did the sliming. We used to have this thing we used to pull, and it used to start. The kids would start the course slimed, make them slippery. And it's also my understanding, and it's all coming back to me now that we're talking about it. We filmed it in Orangeville, Ontario, which is like far away from anything important. And I think they went to an adult store and spent like 10 grand on, generic lube to make the course slippery. And that, we propped up the adult industry of Orangeville, Ontario. Peggy said, curious minds want to know, what is your favorite Bond film? I am not that crazy about any of them. Really. I'm just thinking of scenes I like and villains. I'm more concerned about like the villains I like. Those are interesting to me. The one that Baron Samedi I liked, that was fun. Obviously, Odd Job. And the Jaws guy. I like Jaws. Those are the ones I like. What I really did like, though, were like the James Bond video games. Obviously, GoldenEye. Goes without saying. But there was also one called Night Quest? Something. Night Hour. It was something to do with space. I can't remember the name of it. Night Time. Nightman. James Bond's Good Night Time, man. But it was good. And I like still play it. It was on Xbox. Rob said, after that outro, I'm expecting Jericho to start calling himself Mother Jericho because of you and all the rebirth similes. I think they were good. They can call him a mother of invention. And now he's got that's entertainment he can use free and clear, too. So I think he ended up with a good deal here. I don't think I shortchanged him at all. Molly said, I didn't get a notification. For what? For this? Did you turn it on? Did you hit the bell? You got to hit the bell. Travis said, first time watching live. And I'm sure he's checked out already because I've taken forever to get to his comment. I'm so far behind. We're getting there. Max Sandy said, Chris Jericho and I once argued about whether Three's a Crowd was a spin-off or a continuation. It spun off. It didn't have all the characters. It's a spin-off. It introduced new characters, and it took one from the old show. The Ropers isn't a continuation. It's a spin-off. He said spin-off. I said it was a continuation. No. You're wrong, Mass Entity. It was a spin-off. Just like Archie Bunker's Place is a spin-off because it added all new characters. It took the one guy. Obviously happened after All in the Family because Edith is dead. It's a spin-off. So Well said, I'm sorry, he's not talking to me. SM said, my mom's not dead. RJ can't read. Oh my God. Can you write it again? I'm sorry for falsely reporting that SM's mother had died. But at least I offered those condolences. So inevitably, when your mother does die, you can just play this back. So sorry. Queen of the Ring said, yes, we are doing the church today. We are feeling better today. Good. And I think it starts at 12 or 1. Click on Queen of the Ring stuff. It's Church of Joshi on Twitch. And they talk about things and they watch things. They provide analysis, which I'm incapable of. So I think it's a good counterpart. It's like that Sunday political news shows that used to come one after the other. And this is what this is. Hey, W, Coffee and Underwear, and then Church of Joshi. Miss Sandy said, Jericho obviously didn't see the Danhausen episode since the Hey W thing was explained very quickly there. I thought it was, oh my God, this is going to be a problem. I thought, this is how I have to open the show all the time. So when people say, hey, ew, Prince Nana said that to me. He was like, so do you, like, he was like, what do you do? And I was like, you see that set? And he was like, hey, ew. And I was like, yeah, you've never seen the show. But I love that man. No, he is a prince. Molly said, I'm enjoying a nice chai latte this morning. Good for you. Ryan said, back in October, you had a match under the name RJ Metropolis. Why the name change? I didn't have that. My ancestor did, and that was a part of old wrestling. And if you are not familiar with old wrestling, a promotion where everyone is different, please, I believe it's airing this Tuesday on IWTV. It's a great show and insane. There were people in this chat who were there live, and they can attest to it. Neil said, oh my God, I did not realize Bad Man McJamma was a PG motherfucker. Yep. I can say it all the time. Razzle Dazzle's what? Grin job? He doesn't help me at all. Rob said, took her for some drinks, then took her home to hit her with the old Razzle Dazzle. And then I whispered in her ear that she was a real bad mamma jamma. Vivian said, we got the Hey W shirt on the weekly bestsellers. Oh my God, are we on that list? Seriously? Let me look. Let me see if that is correct or you're lying. If I'm clicking on it right now, and if it doesn't show up, I will be so upset. Waiting. Top sellers weekly. It's loading. Stand by. Standing by. I don't see it at all. Where is it? Where? It's not there. What? So why would you lie to me? Top sellers for the week. I'm looking at the entire list and I don't see it. So you lied. You made me excited and then you lied to me, which also tells me perhaps people need to buy this shirt more. Top sellers monthly. Did I make the top sellers of the month? Maybe the Sunday counts as a new week. Can I get on that list? Let's scroll down. No, we're not on that either. And I don't think we're going to be on the top seller of the yearly. Yeah, so you lied. I would love to know where you saw that because it's not there. And now it's like, yeah, we gotta get there. But Captain Insano, we can't beat Captain Insano. You kidding me? Jesus. More Danhausen shit. That's what everyone needs. Thanks for nothing, Vivian. Nelson, do you know how well the shirt is selling? No, I haven't. First of all, it's not on the bestseller list for this week. Number one. Number two, I don't get notifications for them like I do with Pro Wrestling Tees, so I have no idea. Maybe at the end of the quarter, someone will tell me. Just buy it and keep buying it and keep asking for more. Obviously, it works. So, by the way, that reminds me, Key to the City members, you have until the end of today to get your questions in. I'm recording Ask RJ tomorrow. Enjoy yourselves. Rob said, and Duke Jazz hands spirit fingers as you say it. Razzle dazzle. But I could also go, bad mamma jamma. Leo said, do you think Maury is hot? You know, so I was a big Maury guy, and certainly Connie Chung does. But I had friends who went to a taping, and they said during commercials, he just ran out back and had a cigarette. And I was like, I don't like this guy. Neil said, I'd like a holiday sweater. Ho, ho. It should be, you said ho, 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 EW. It should be ho, ho, hey. So we just write ho, ho on top, you're saying? Well, it's too late now. We've missed that whole Christmas. Stick with the one shirt. Buy this shirt first, and then we can focus here. Jesus. Good morning, said Jamie. Watched the latest episode with Chris Jericho. I really enjoy watching you guys have fun on the show. Thank you. Pirate with Vigor said that there was one episode of Splat-A-Lot where you got slimed in the face with a high-five goo grenade, but that was more of a friendly fan than Aaron's shot. I don't think I was slimed in the traditional sense, but I do remember that, and it tasted like soap. Mike said, everyone needs to spam Jamie Hader's Twitter until she agrees to be on the show. Well, look, I just asked her, so let's give it a day. Let's support what's already out there first. Buy the shirt, watch the Jericho episode. But as I said, speaking of, what's your favorite Nickelodeon sitcom, RJ? I was a huge fan of 100 Good Deeds of Eddie McDowd. Favorites? Oh my God, The Adventures of Pete and Pete. If we're talking live action sitcom, you cannot beat that show. Above and sometimes even beyond. Christine said, generic lube from Orangeville. Dear Lord. Well, I didn't want to make it flavored. Miss Annie said, did anyone in the history of Nickelodeon get slimed more than Kevin Kubshesky? There must have been someone. Maybe Danny Tamborelli could be a front runner. He loved it on Figure It Out. Human Adventure said, don't rewatch too many of the Hey Ws right away, but the Jericho and Adam Cole were two that I watched instantaneously, and you can keep watching them back. It counts as extra views, and it's totally fine. Mia has been a member for 3 months. You've got to start somewhere. But this was a decent, now we're getting serious. You know what I'm saying, Mia? Mia, I believe, is one of the few people who have actually met me and confirmed my existence. Leo said, can somebody make an image of what RJ would look like in the GoldenEye video game? Travis said, no, I'm not checked out. You were wonderful. Bassett said, wasn't the Mothers of Invention a Frank Zappa band? Yes, it was. Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. Very good. You went 10 points. Neil said, I love watching for Hey W references on AW shows, and I love watching for cult references on Hey W. Human Adventure says, Jericho, the man of 1,004 moves. RJ City, the man with 1,005 quick wit comebacks. Doesn't quite have the same ring. Mia wants a dramatic reading of Bad Mama Jamma. Let's see if that's even a song first. It could be real. Oh, yes, it is. Holy shit. Oh, my God. All right. This is what I'm talking about. This is so... Okay, this is great. This is by Carlton. Oh, yeah. Oh, whoa. Look at her. She's a bad mama jamma. Just as fine as she can be. Hey, she's a bad mama jamma. Just as fine as she can be. Her body measurements are perfect in every dimension. She's got a figure that's sure getting enough attention. She's poetry in motion, a beautiful sight to see. I get so excited viewing her anatomy. She's built, oh, she's stacked. Got all the curves that men like. She's built, oh, she's stacked. Got all the curves that men like. Look at her. She's a bad mama jamma, just as fine as she can be. Hey, she's a bad mama jamma. Oh, just as fine as she can be. Looks like she poured into the gold. She bad the essence of beauty. Oh, such lovely hair. She foxy, classy. Oh, sexy, sassy. She's heavenly. A treat for the eye to see. Not too concerned with rhyming here. She's built. Oh, she's stacked. Got all the curves that men like. She's built. She's stacked. Got all the curves that men like. Oh, she's bad. Just as fine as she can be. She's a bad mama jamma. Ah, just as fine as she can be. And it goes on for there. And so I will run to hear this when this show is over. Oh my God. I can't believe that was real. Is there a song called Razzle Dazzle? That's what I want to know. Leo said, at least SM's mother is alive. Yeah, I guess. Human Adventure said, I was about to apologize to SM because we know what it's like to lose a loved one, but I guess no apology is needed. Well, you should apologize for the apology. Ryan said, according to Cage Match, John Rambo is your trainer. According to Cage Match, John Rambo was trained by Alpha and Rocky Johnson. Both correct. He had a hand in training me, sort of when I was just fucking around, basically. But a very sweet man, interesting career to look up. Before online stuff, where it's like the later days of the territories, and you're like, this doesn't sound like a career. And then you look up his stuff, and you're like, oh my God, there's a bunch of shit here. So my question was, when can we expect to see you in the bloodline? I think I'm okay. It seems like a lot. Christine said she passed on a cold. Oh my God, SM's mother didn't pass on. She passed on a cold. So SM's mother is still alive, but also got SM sick. My condolences. Spot Center said, oh, but Leo did say SM should still get sleep, exercise, and hydrate. Correct. Spot Center said, I'm invited to the Sprats for the holidays. Mr. Sprat can eat no fat. His wife can eat no lean. What do I bring as a gift? Maybe a candy dish. Human Adventure said, happy belated Thanksgiving to all, or should we say happy bloated Thanksgiving? Human Adventures with the hits here. 30-second scene request. Irene Cara, Flashdance. Okay, guys, here's what we're thinking. It's gonna be a hit song. You know, it's gonna be a hit movie. And what I'm suggesting to you, and babe, I know you directed this, and I know you're the editor, and I know this is totally in your control. I'm merely passing it along to all of you. What I suggest is that we have an actual dance for Flashdance. You know, we tell people about it. They go to the clubs. They want to do it. They say, hey, DJ, put on Flashdance. We have a hit. And then because of that being a hit, then the movie's a hit. Sort of like Midnight Cowboy. Everybody's talking. Everybody loved that song. And that's why Midnight Cowboy is such a fun romp. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you get it? Are we here? Okay. So here's my idea. These cameras. People walking around with these Polaroid cameras nowadays. Taking pictures, snapping pictures, that whole thing. We get them to you take a picture, but hold the camera in front of their face, and the flash bulb will go off in their eyes. That's the flash part. And the dance is, we're blinded. I can't see. My eyes, flash dance. What about that, guys? Think about it. It's accessible. We could also, my uncle has a hookup on Polaroid. We could make flash dance Polaroid cameras. We just slap a sticker on the side. Think about it, guys. All right. Okay. Come on. Let's take a picture. Everybody say flash dance. And scene. So, well, that wasn't what you wanted, but that's what you got. JD said, would you ever do a Charlie's Angel opening review? Absolutely. If I can find a supercut of the intros, for sure. There are plenty more coming. That's the beauty of it, is that there's just so many fucking shows. Let's read some tweets here. There seems to be a few tweets. Gabe said, high anxiety on the menu this morning, as always. And if you want my coffee, and some of you do, rootlesscoffee.com. You can get Danhausen's bullshit there too. Fungus Puck said, totally forgot it was a Sunday. Thanks. Blake said, so Madonna is looking well. Thoughts? And just had a picture of Madonna standing there with her family wearing the same weird lacy gloves she used to wear and so much art in the background. I tell you something. She isn't, I wouldn't describe her as fun to chat with. That's not the vibe she's giving me right now. Power Ranger asked about Jericho on the Eric Andre show. Blake said, I think I heard him once on the Pierre Andre show, which is certainly much more dignified. Positively E said, I got to clear it with Carl Carlton now. SM said, please don't celebrate my mother. She's still in denial that she was ever sick. Got the rest of the family sick. So in many ways, she's been a real harbinger. Vivian said, I hadn't checked this morning, but it was there this week. Okay, well, it's not there anymore. The Hey W shirt is unfortunately off the weekly bestseller list, so we have to buy more to at least beat Danhausen's Christmas ornament shit. Christine said, I officially attest to the fact that old wrestling is awesome and you should watch RJ Metropolis. He got 3 well-deserved standing ovations. Yes, I did. Rod said, lying about being on the top sellers list is so razzle-dazzle. Is there a good Mamma Jamma? Jay said, old wrestling was great. Everyone should watch it. Maybe one day I can wrestle with them as the tattooed lady. Oh, God, I love that song. I think I sung it here once, and we all had a good time. Rob said, Vivian just hit us with the old razzle-dazzle. Is that what that means? It's like a shell game? Vivian said, it's still here, down towards the bottom. Okay, Vivian, I'm going to look again. Maybe someone just bought it. Let me see. I can't believe I'm doing this again. I've been duped. Top sellers, weekly, down towards the bottom. I feel like you're confusing me with another shirt, but okay. I'm going to scroll to the bottom and then go up. No. Oh, send me a screenshot. I don't believe you. It's not. I've looked at every shirt. By the way, the Double or Nothing, that's from May? That's so weird. Top seller is a Double or Nothing DVD? That's so odd. All the old car ones, if you missed the last round of car ones we did in Chicago after All In, they will be on the All In DVD, which I believe is available for purchase. I'm a human Easter egg. Vivian, you're full of shit. Rachel said, I love that I just showed up late and RJ is very salty. Sean said, screen grabbing and tweeting it at you. All right. Let's see if he did it already. Oh my God. So why is it there? I don't have that. That's so weird. Okay. I believe you. It doesn't work for me. Maybe it's one of those weird things where like I can't see my own shirt. That's so bizarre. Look, and then this other guy tweeted it too. That's adorable. Well, okay, I take it back. I'm happy. I feel good about the shirts. It's still not an excuse. We should have it, sell more. We should go for the monthly. We got the weekly. Great work. Tomorrow begins a new week. Let's string those together, and then we're on the monthly. And then we string the monthly together, and we're doing the yearly. And we kick this fucking shit. I think Danhausen has made enough money, is my point. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Nails. Sorry, Vivian. Although she says she accepts being a scoundrel from this moment forward. I just purchased my Hey W shirt, said Josh. Maybe check now. It's a 2XL, so maybe it counts twice. That's how it works. Positively E said, get Adam Sandler on the show. I'm okay. Human Adventure said, I bought an RJ Taxi shirt this week. I've missed that. Where did it go? It skipped. RJ Taxi. Oh, is Blue Meanie here? Oh, Blue Meanie is here. Hold on. Let me go back to Taxi. Jesus. I bought an... Oh, my God. I bought an RJ... Oh, we've skipped it. Okay, we've missed it. We've missed the window. Oh, Taxi shirt this weekend. I just want to say thank you for the personalized thank you email from you. Temporarily yours, TJ. Thank you. All right. Okay, it's back. We believe you. Nail said Vivian is right. They made the weekly list long. Is that what you screen grab? Maybe it's if you got to do it on your phone. I don't see it. It doesn't count for me. Snap Grapple Pop said, the only thing I remember about Pete and Pete was an episode where someone eats chicken wings without making a mess. Oh, that show. I mean, even that premise is beautiful. AKA Baldy has been a member for 6 months and just wrote Mauve Beret. Or did he write Mauve Beret? I guess we'll never know. Rachel said, I feel like Pro Wrestling Tees really raised their shipping out of nowhere, though, and they didn't order shirts I was going to. Well, the sale is on now. Take advantage of the sale, and then you don't have to buy any more for the rest of the year. SM has a song request, Jesus in My Mind. Okay. Look over there. It's that guy named Jeez. Walk up to him and give him a squeeze. Look at all the things he does. He's got a clean beard. It's not full of scuzz. Where do you go looking so fine? Change my water into wine. You don't look like any other kind because you're that Jesus in my mind. The things you do, the clothes you wear. I'm a fan of your work from your toes to your hair. You are great and so willing and able, except that time when you flipped that table, it made people upset. It made them frightened, but now you've come to make them enlightened. Do some more of the tricks you do. I'd like to see from me to you. What else can you do? Jesus in my mind. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Hey there, Mr. G's. Can you give me a slice of cheese? I know you're good at making wine, so I don't think you would also mind to make a snack with the wine. Otherwise, it's just water and then wine and then there's no food. Why would you do that kind of thing? Jesus in my mind. That was Jesus in my mind. That's the way I saw Jesus. And I'm going to get banned by the Bible Belt. Great. I see why he didn't do it now. Leo, I watched the episode of The Butcher, Blade, and the Bunny back to back. It's another fine episode. Please go enjoy it. Leo said, I want a plush of RJ that looks like the WCW Beanbag Brawlers as the next merch. Stick with the shirt. Focus on the shirt, and then we will get there. Human Adventure said, all right, guys, it was a quickie for me this morning. Black Friday weekend working retails, unfortunately calling my name. You'll be happy, humans. Please be safe during the holiday crazy shopping period. Leo said, who has been your favorite guest on Hey W so far? That's like, asking me to pick my favorite child. My least favorite was definitely Danhausen for sure. I don't know who's my favorite. I just think there was something so beautiful. I mean, this American one is definitely up there. I don't have a favorite. I'm never completely satisfied, and I feel like that's what motivates me to keep making more. But what is so beautiful about the Arn Anderson one is that I'd never spoken to him before. He sat down. He said hello. We did that. And then we shook hands. I said thank you. And that's it. I don't even think I've seen him since. So there's something so beautiful about that. It was like seeing the Loch Ness Monster or something. It's just like, or a whale breaching. You're just like, oh my God. It's a beautiful thing. And then it goes away. But actually, maybe this one. The one that gets the most views. So please keep watching. Everyone likes that song. Blue Meanie is here. Yes, he is. And everyone's saying good morning. Rob said, oh, Meanie is here? Someone should have mentioned Everyone loves Blue Meanie. Remember I did his theme song? For his podcast? Do you still use it? Leo said, did everyone see the new Blue Meanie figure styled like the old ECW figures, which I had, and my brother would smash them together and chip the paint? Travis said, why do so many wrestlers have long hair? That's a great question with no reason. There's no answer. I always heard like, oh, it's so they can talk to each other in the ring and then they can have their hair in front of their face. But so many wrestlers like me prefer to have long hair and then have it tied back. So there's really no reason. It's just like most things in wrestling. It's just a thing that happens. Matt Sandy said, everyone should order more stuff from Rootless and not offend Danhausen, the coffee overlord. Oh, he doesn't even drink coffee. Look at me banging it away every week. Spot Center said, have you ever entered the ring with a foreign object and where did you hide it? Multiple times. In my tights. Not even in my tights, in the underwear that I wear underneath my tights. Because I didn't want it to fall out and then be exposed. Sometimes I've hid it in my knee pad, although then you have to be careful about, being on your knees. And that's it. I don't think I've hid anything in my boot. I did see once a guy, this is my favorite. A guy had like a little pouch of powder, to throw in somebody's eyes. And he had it in his tights. He had long tights. And he had it there, but he didn't have them in the underwear. He had them outside the underwear in the tight part. So during the course of the match, it fell all the way down his leg, like still in the tights. And when he went to go get it, he had to go all the way. It looked very perverse. He had to reach like all the way down to like his knee to pull it out. And it was incredibly uncomfortable. And there was quite a long pause to get to that moment. Sean said, I just tweeted a screen. Yeah, we saw it now. Thank you. Sean confirmed that I'm still on the bestsellers list. Thank you for making the Hey W shirt a bestseller. What a low bar that must be if I'm on the bestseller list already. But thank you. Still buy it. Graham said, I've changed my mind. Can you please start a podcast with Jericho and have Taz join you guys every third episode? I don't think that's something you really want. It sounds like a nice idea, but ultimately, you're not going to be a fan. Leo said, or her awful fried fish song. What? Sean said, it's literally the last shirt listed on the bestsellers. Wow, it's a slap in the face. Check Twitter. Okay, people are tweeting me that the shirt is on the list. Okay, fine. Rob said, in Vivian's defense, it shows up at the very bottom of the weekly bestsellers list when I look on my phone. All right, I'm going to look on my phone. Well, let me check the tweets here. Hold on. There should be more tweets. Oh, somebody said, Blake said, don't forget about Petunia from Pete and Pete. Wrestling Card Guy said, that was probably the best live action show Nickelodeon ever made. I love it. Completely agree. All right, let's go. ShopAEW.com. Here we go. Top sellers weekly. Let's see if it shows up on the phone. Oh, God, they go one by one here. I have to go down to the very bottom. Oh, it's here. At the end, at the very bottom, where you cannot go anymore, there it is. Good. Can we beat a few more here? Oh my God, the Acclaimed have enough shirts now, and this one's been out forever. I think we can top that. So, how many people needed the Moxley Christmas ornament? The glow-in-the-dark hat, I think we can beat too. Okay, and this shit. Can we beat this dumb? This is idiotic. So sorry. I'm very upset now. Justice for Vivian said nails. Spy Center said, I can't see my shirt when I'm with you. Adorable. Very funny. Very nice. Oh, Christine gifted memberships to Graham. Adam said, we haven't heard the Travolta voice in a while. Christine gifted memberships to Ram, EC, Zoel. Vivian's been redeemed. Matt, Seeley. That's so nice. Thank you, Christine. Mia said, my Black Friday shopping was so easy this year. I did just a little. SM said, did Jericho smell good? I didn't hug him. Fuck. I blew it. I got to get I touched his leg, though. I touched the man's. Sandy said, I know that I've mentioned this before, but I love RJ asking Tony Khan about his sister Madeline, the wonderful Madeline Khan, who he doesn't mention enough. Neil said, do you have a favorite cult member, or do you despise us equally? I think Christina or Sociera may be in the running. I think, it's a democratic cult, ultimately. You play favoritism, the cult's going to collapse. That's what happened in Wild Country. Remember that? So be careful. Leo said, I wish AEW would make some good plushies, not of the fans the one they made so far. Look up WCW Beanbag Brawlers, the Idea Factory. I feel like maybe did you just get more of those because you were in England? It's possible. There's a weird toy discrepancy between the US and England, and then Canada gets everything, 6 months later. Rachel has been a member for 17 months. Speaking of tied back hair, how about a shakeout? Well, it's not tied back. Look at this from the... Oh, that looks weird. It's from I got this new. Okay. How do we? Oh God, I hit the wall. Do we feel better about everything now? I don't. All right, there we go. It's all discombobulated now because of this. Christine said, "Oh, okay. I have to take my dog to the groomer," which sounds like a lame excuse, but I swear it's true because she's so fancy. Leo said, "You're still on the plush thing?" Laura joined the condo of charisma. Oh my God, Laura. Hello. Welcome. There'll be posts. There'll be early access. I think you will enjoy yourself. I hope so. Everyone's saying goodbye to Christine. Efren said, RJ City with the cameo discount for Black Friday. Yeah, I think the cameos are half off, and I have a bunch to do that I'm going to get through today. So I think it's telling me really that I was charging too much, ultimately. Squirrel said, I got a couple Hey W shirts for me and my family, maybe a tie-dye project. Ooh, I would love that. You start white, right? We love the white, and then it's like, ooh, we could see this in colors. What would the reverse look like when we finally do the black with the white font? Will people like it even more? Interesting question. Or a blue? Who knows? In the meantime, I also have suggested, I'm sure it will take a while, but if we get to that point, I would love if Squirrel Squad's illustrated thumbnails became signed prints. So like the Jericho one, which is the thumbnail right now, he would sign it. I don't think I need to sign it. I don't think I value anything. And then they would sell it. I think it would be just so sweet and so adorable. Nell said, speaking of Taz, and I do, I love that both Taz and Big E prepared to be roasted / offended by you when they came on your programs, but then ended up loving you. Because he's not offensive. I think I do my work. I don't just go, this guy's an asshole. I explain why. And then the people I do call out, they have no answer for me. Like Xavier Woods, who's like, you'll be on Battle of the Brands. Okay, up, down, your ass. Spot Center said, as per your foreign object answer, I found a tiny black balloon filled with evil red mist juice from Gory at ringside. Don't tell anyone. Typo said, it took me forever to find out how to join. Obscure like all of RJ's media. And that's the fun of it. It's a little scavenger hunt. Neil said, look at the happiness when he saw himself. Because I would like to make a little money. You don't mind? Isaiah Cross said, good morning, sir. And again, I will plug this man. Isaiah Cross is an upping and coming wrestler who has very big feet and kicks people in the face with them. Enjoy him. Follow him. He's in Ontario, so I'm sure you'll see him around if you're in that area. And good morning to you, sir, also as well. Jericho said, was it more electric to touch Jericho's leg or to have your foot touched by Stroke Daddy Ricky Starks? Prior to that, me and Ricky Starks have touched ourselves in a variety of ways. So that wasn't as novel. It was a thing that I think we were just drawn to each other physically and went, oh, we're touching feet. Breaching the gap, touching the Jericho thigh was really like, whoa. I mean, talk about, tear down this wall. I think there's a bridge for us. And I don't know how he felt about it, but I was compelled to do it. I would like a nice close-up of just that moment. Leo said, don't forget my $5 scene request. Where the fuck was it? Did I miss it? Here we go. Leo has a $5 scene request. Guy doing balloon animals at a child's birthday party, but he found out yesterday that his girlfriend is cheating on him with a party magician. Okay. Here we go. Hello, everyone, and happy birthday to you, Jonathan. I'm Danny Balloons, and you guys are going to love what we're doing. How old are you? 8? All right. Here. Is this how old you are? I wish I was young again. I wish that I had less of an emotional burden than I do now. When I was 8, I was just happy, trusting, and happy. Do you understand what I'm saying? I bet you do. You know, we're having a good time here. Danny's birthday. I don't use helium. You know, I don't do that thing where it's you suck on the machine and you go, oh, how are you? Like how your voice goes high when you lie. When you lie about something to someone else, your voice goes very high. And I don't do that because I tell the truth and I believe in loyalty and I believe in honesty. That's your dad? Hello, sir. How are you? Yeah, I bet he's a sweet kid. He's a sweet kid. How about a little something? How about a little something for you? You ready? Okay, let's, okay. Yeah, guess what this is? It's a little too big? Yeah. My wife seems to know how to hide them. She's not really my wife. She's my girlfriend, and that's part of the problem. Maybe this is too small for her. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it just don't work. Maybe it's too. Maybe it just blows up a little too early. You know, I didn't choose my body. I didn't choose my performance genetics. So if it's not enough for you, Jonathan, you can take your 8 and you can get out of here. Get out of your own house. Maybe I should use helium. And scene. It was dark, Leo. And here we are. And we're sitting with it. And now I've lost so much, right? I've got to go back and back and back. Laura joined Squirrel, Isaiah Cross, Bazett. Christy said the world needs an RJ City Funko Pop. It probably doesn't. Seeley said, I'm going to meet my new baby cousin today and greet him with saying, hey. Well, good luck with that. Rachel said, Christy, I've been trying to figure out the pieces for a custom RJ Funko. Just use a Gaston. Efren said, RJ, have you ever watched the British game show 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown? No, I haven't. Do I need to? Joe said, up, up, down, down your ass is the quote of the week for me. Queen said, I think a fancy print signed by Jericho and RJ would do wonders on eBay. My point exactly. Isaiah appreciates it. I appreciate you. We're all mutual appreciation here. Fred said, hi, RJ City. How's the coffee today? It's flavored. It's got a little, it's like a white chocolate one. It's a cold brew. So I don't think I made it. I think I need to make it stronger next time, but I'm working on it. Not my favorite, but I'll deal with it. Josh Lemley upgraded the membership to Key to the City, which means if you get it in by the end of the day, I will answer your question on Ask RJ Tuesday. It's totally exclusive. It's just between me and you and the other members at that level. Amanda said, I'm going to Pittsburgh Saturday. I'm pretty excited. Why? For the IWC wrestling show that I don't think I'll be appearing at? Rob said, Danny Balloon is an incredible name. We all love Danny Balloon. Big fan of Danny. We all love Danny. Danny Balloon is sassy as hell, said Rob. Fred said, Dachund. Stanley Tucci said, hello. Oh my God. Like 3 people. Stanley Tucci put up another TikTok and he's like, are you filming? Like again, like he didn't see my video of him, which he didn't. Neil said, excellent balloon blowing sound effects. You can tell I've done it before. Josh upgraded his membership. Oh, what a feeling. Rest in peace, Irene Cara. Fair enough. Leo said, that got very dark, which is what you wanted. Mikey said, 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown is better, in my opinion. Okay, I'll look it up. SM said, my neighbors have outdoor decorations that play Christmas music. That is a fucking noise violation. That is call the cops. Blow up all the inflatable shit you want. You want to have lights? We can put on the shades. But I'm not going to soundproof my room. Not hear your stupid public domain version of Jingle Bells. Call the cops. Neil said, it's hard to think of an Ask RJ question when we've been so invasive and nosy for so long already. Yeah, but the questions have been good. They lead me to new places. Leo said, how shitty is the Conor McGregor Roadhouse? Remember when Ronda was supposed to be doing it? I have absolutely zero idea what you're talking about, and I'm happy that I'm not in the circle to understand it. So I hope that answers your question ultimately. Amanda has been a member for 8 months. Can't wait for Pittsburgh Saturday. It's my birthday present to myself. Her birthday is December 2nd. I'm heading to Kennywood in the morning for Christmas stuff, which is like Dollywood, but I think it's Kenny Chesney. Nell said, get a hammer, SM, if I had a hammer. Typo said, is there anything RJ hasn't told us yet? Well, that's something to think. We keep getting deeper and deeper. Ali said, happy birthday, Amanda. Everyone's talking about Amanda. SM said, oddly, I was actually gifted a hammer for my birthday. Typo said, Kennywood is when my grandparents met. Fred Bailey said, RJ, how is your Christmas shopping going? Not that bad. I'm waiting for tomorrow, it being Cyber Monday, and me not wanting to go out to buy shit. But so far, I've bought a couple things. I'm getting a couple things together. I feel good about it. I ultimately feel like it's going to be okay. Leo said they're remaking the Roadhouse movie with Conor McGregor. Roadhouse, I think, was very much propped up on the back of people loving Patrick Swayze. I do not think that love exists with anyone else who's been rumored to be in these movies. Oh, it's like, okay, like, do whatever you want. Sure. Thank God there's so many choices out there now. We won't be forced to watch it. Nell said, whoever gifted SM a hammer, that's an accessory. Nell said he caught up. It makes me nervous. SM said, what are you buying your niece? Well, she's only going to be like, what, 6 months? Do I have to buy her anything? She can fucking remember? Or is it one of those, I got my brother a gift. Here's a gift for the baby. Here's a book for my first baby book. Maybe one of those things. Gibson said, RJ, what is your chew of the week? I like a Trident spearmint. Rachel said, Roadhouse was all about Terry Funk. Who will be the Terry Funk in that? I don't care. This is not the same. Make new shit. Leo said, have you ever seen the movie The Room? I watched it once and I didn't even, and it's so weird. And now I'm going to get off into a rant, but what people consider like so bad, like that's mainstream wise, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's millions of other things that I find so much better in a so bad it's good way. Stairway to Stardom being number 1 on my list. Like that stuff is so much better. I hate that we, canonized this. Tommy Wiseau, made him a celebrity and did a movie about his movie. And then like, he still doesn't seem to understand, but he's also making more money and he thinks he's successful. He thinks what he did on purpose. It's just, the whole thing bothers me. Mole James said, what's up? Happy Sunday. SM said, you're a godfather. You have to buy her something. I already gave her cash. It's enough. Nell said, I panic and don't know what to say when he catches up. Miss Sandy said, Dalton Castle was too busy to watch Roadhouse. Good. Amanda said, you have to get her stuffy or something. What? I'm going to give her a cold? Like SM's mother gave SM? Leo said, Dalton Castle is an actual castle in the United Kingdom. I will add that to my notes for the Hey W interview. Spot Center said, coming here to Pittsburgh, will I be there? Will we meet again? Will I get a pic with I don't know what to tell you. Other than December 3rd. Is it December 3rd in Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, I think? December 3rd. I got to bring up the calendar because I can't even. We're getting there. December 3rd. It is December 3rd. IWC presents the Pittsburgh Classic. Will I be there? Why am I talking about it so much if I won't be there? Something to think about. Joe said, who's your favorite Dean Martin roast guest? I'm getting ready to watch some later. Obviously, Don Rickles is very, very good. I love Foster Brooks because he pretended to be drunk and he actually wasn't. Charlie Callis. I love the wonderful voices of Charlie Callis. Nell said, maybe they do. I don't know. Oh, you know who's good? LaWanda Page is very good. Amanda with a lovely tribute saying, just because I love you and I was late, which is really, it's more penance for yourself. Fred said, give your niece your old Hey W used hockey stick sign. I'm sure she'll love it. Listen, I went to see The Room in the cinema Thursday. People throw spoons. Isn't that fun? December 3rd, it's Pittsburgh. But in the meantime, I think that's been the program. And what you should do after this, if you haven't already, or if you have, you should just do it again. Watch the latest episode of Hey W with Chris Jericho. The link is there. The link is everywhere. You can find the fucking link. Watch it, share it, comment, like it, enjoy it. That whole thing. And then buy the shirt at shopaw.com. Let's get a final look at these. Nautical, as my anchor sinks in many ways. Aren't these sweet? Huh? I think so too. And in the meantime, oh God, that's horrific. Oh, look, my eyes. Ugh, that's better. Godspeed.